The amount of people who have asked about Dialogue UI on multiple of our recent videos. It's the Peter U add-on. We actually will have a full video out on that. Might be tomorrow, might be Wednesday. Need to double check whenever some emails get back to me. But yeah, Blizzard obviously know that it's a bit of a community joke. Does anyone read quest text? And they did a poll. And as much as you might be thinking, this means nothing, it's a poll on Twitter, sample size is pretty big. Let's see, what is the sample size? 16,749. So, hang on. No, Matt, we can't. We cannot reveal. Do not reveal. Do not reveal. Cannot reveal. We need to first do a poll in our...
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
We should mirror Blizzard's poll.
That makes sense. Okay. Where's my add poll button? You did it, or...
I was going to try to, but then I realized I'm stupid.
Yeah, where's the poll button at?
Oh, no.
There it is. Find it.
Okay. Well, that's going to do that.
Okay, I'll do that. So, apparently, they did it on Instagram as well.
Oh!
According to Charles. So that'll be fun to check.
Great, we can have the platform intelligence contest.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
That's how we'll do it.
Let's see.
Okay. I'm on Instagram, but this isn't the app, so it's basically unusable. Okay, we'll get YouTube.
Yeah. Do you read the quest text? I will mirror everything.
So yeah, you do that, and I'll get their community posts. It's a weird thing. For the longest time, I'd say I mostly did. Mostly. Wow. YouTube community posts, Matt, is a big feature.
Yeah.
So the vote count, 81K on YouTube.
Oh, there's the poll.
Just north of 16K on Twitter. So, Matt, are you an always?
I'm always asterisk.
I feel like I'm an if I'm not rushing.
I haven't always been.
Yeah.
I haven't always been. I was an if I'm not rushing before. Now I'm an always, mostly because of immersion and Dialogue UI, and also, I'm actually trying to pay attention to things a little bit more. And I kind of wish that I had always been an always person.
It does. That brings me on to something. And why do too many of my anecdotes involve cannabis? That's unfortunate.
I'll answer that, yeah.
But anyway, what it was just chilling, big TV, WoW on console, on TV. Wasn't on console, it was, gamepad. And it was the big QD OLED. It was the QD OLED, and I've got to say, it's not my QD OLED. I don't have a QD OLED. I'd like one though. It was very good. But what was notable, right, is you're on this really big display. Console ports, lovely UI. Because the display is bigger, and because you are living in the moment, you notice every little tiny thing that the developers do.
Yeah.
Like the birds, or it's like those animals that are basically particle systems, the living world stuff.
Yeah.
Just like all of those little touches and things with NPCs. And I know that there's something, often people talk about like form and function. There's almost the thing about like posture and function. Like if you're sitting down like a goblin doing something, that's different to if you're, a programmer with your standing desk. There's just, I don't know, it's different in your head. So to me anyway, there's something different playing WoW on PC, where all too often I'm playing it in like PC gamer mode. And when I'm in PC gamer mode, like I'm there to kill things. Whenever I sort of play it on console mode, I'm, for whatever reason, just way more willing to like soak up the little details. And I think it was because it was a really big screen. The colors just popped and looked beautiful. When you're using the likes of console port with, what it does with the camera, it just made for a really good experience. And now that we've padded, we've filled enough air for the poll to be not complete, but we can do some preliminary results. I am going to bring into our document the YouTube poll that is the YouTube people who follow the Warcraft account. And maybe we should do one on our own YouTube page.
I'll throw
So
ours in as well from the chat. I will
Okay.
actually end this poll because there's enough time's passed.
oh yeah, good news. Good news. As a group, you're big smarty pants. Look at that. If I'm not rushing,
Yeah, but look
that's
at the-
higher than everywhere else.
Yeah, but the always is lower than Twitter. I will reveal the results.
Yeah, but surely it's. I don't know.
So
I suppose analyzing polls has really been a theme of the last few days.
yeah, that's so.
in our neck of the woods.
This is it. Obviously, there's a little bit of bias here because whoever took a screenshot, I wonder who it was. It wasn't me. Actually, clicked always, but most people, over a third, say quest X ?
Yeah.
Most other people, if I'm not rushing, only big quests, always. So realistically,
That's
it's
good.
like there's more people who read quest text than not, theoretically. But I'm assuming if I'm not rushing means never, and people are always rushing. And only for the big quests probably
Yeah.
only means 5 quests and expansion. But yes, over on YouTube, it's 12, 29, 18, and 41, which is, sad.
Yep. 41. So the YouTubers, not as much in the mode of reading.
Yeah.
I guess you could look at this and say, did you know that Twitter is mostly about words? YouTube's mostly not about words. For you guys, though, at least 265 of you.
Massive.
Always 15%. Now, that is smaller than Twitter. However, overwhelmingly, if I'm not rushing, is represented. Now, you can't click always if you're, if I'm not rushing. So when I look at that, I think that sort of in absolute terms, there's more quest text reading going on, because if I'm not rushing, that'll be quite correlating with an intent, or at least an understanding that there is value in it. And especially the quest text ? It's time for everybody to be proud. Well done. The quest text ? 25%,
Yeah.
which is, that's dramatically less
Yeah. So
than on the others.
Yeah, I don't actually believe this fully. I'm going to say it for the
Polls lied. The polls were wrong.
I'm going to say it for the sake of hyperbole and for drama. That means that 75% of people play the game. At least sometimes. 25% of people don't. 25% of people just don't. Because I am personally of the opinion that
Right, if it was FF, I would agree with that assessment.
anyone who doesn't read quest text in the video game isn't playing the fucking game. Anyone who doesn't read quest text is literally doing it wrong. In the same way people who don't really look at the environment are playing a game wrong. In the same way that people who kind of play on the easiest mode possible and don't engage with mechanics are playing the game wrong. It's like it's like if someone hands you a plate of food and you just eat what you like off the plate and not the whole plate, you're not eating a fucking meal. And
do not violate the edicts of the mat.
and that is fine. You're
Is it though?
You're absolutely, you're 100 million% allowed to do that. Completely fine. You can do that. That is your own prerogative.
Whoa,
However,
what are you building up to?
However, if you do not enjoy things correctly, you earn less respect from people who do enjoy things correctly.
Oh, there we go. A shot of elitism.
Yeah, because anyone who's
This is
like
Oxford Matt.
because FF14's cutscene skippers do deserve
Right.
horrible
That's
things.
different. That's different.
It is not different. It is on a principled level the same.
Dose makes the poison, though. Dose makes the poison.
But you're supposed to read to understand all the context. You're still missing out on enjoying the actual game.
You are way less so with WoW than FF. Like in FF,
Yeah.
I have to assume Dawn Trail is also a visual novel.
Dawn Trail's like 30 hours of reading. Like,
It's just a beat.
yeah.
Yeah, it turns out they only made 3 hours of content. The rest is just reading. Incredible.
Yeah, see, so the person in chat who said reading makes you a nerd just said, I deleted FF14 within an hour because I didn't want to read that shit. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. Straight up an idiot. You also may have your preferences, but to me, to me, you're a fucking idiot. I cannot help but see that and go, you must be dumb. Anyone who goes, I don't read, sorry, you're like...
Then
what?
you're going to be Uno
Hello?
reversed with, sorry, I actually read books.
Well, they said reading makes you a nerd. I mean, fine. I also read books, but I also spend more time reading books that also have interactive elements.
Well, if they
and
read
also
books,
visuals and things.
If they read a book that don't make you a nerd, what are those? I don't really know what those are.
I don't know, but yeah, like it's a game, not a book. Yeah, games are a combination of a lot of things, including writing. It's like saying, "Oh yeah, I love movies, but I mute the fucking sound and don't read any of the dialogue. I don't read subtitles.
Just there for the pictures, man.
I'm just there for the pictures,
I just
bro.
want the pictures that move.
Yeah. It's like that. It's very much like
So
that.
we peaked with silent. Everything is just noise, noise.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing. It's like I can understand it, right? I can understand people like wanting that, and like I'm not really that rough, but also yeah, like genuinely, like you're making a choice to ignore enjoying it entirely.
Yeah,
Like,
you'll
obviously understand
definitely,
about it, yeah.
you will lose out. You'll lose out on stuff that will make your experience a lot better. Because I guess if you do it like that, everything is completely homogenized. So your Crusader Bride and Bard will just be the same as
Anything else?
any go from here to there quest.
Yeah, it's like, you know, 'cause like, you know, I play games for gameplay, not to read, LMAO. Yeah, that's fine, but you're doing the equivalent of, here's your plate of, you know, steak and mashed potatoes. I'll only eat the steak, please, thank you. It's like, that's what you're doing. And I completely understand, like, I get that, right? 100%, I definitely get that. I 100% understand. And I also get that people would rather listen to things than read, which I also think is a bit funny. I don't get it. I don't fully get it. Obviously, I understand why people like listening to things.
I can.
Yeah,
I can
because like
understand it.
I have a friend who will not read any text unless it's also got like voice acting attached to it. And I'm like, what's inside your brain?
Then it's weird because I know there's people taking Disco Elysium, the final cut, and Disco Elysium, more drama happened.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Oh, ZAUM shit's mad. But the Disco Elysium, like, it's called the final cut or the director's, whatever it is. It is full voice acting. Now, that was probably great in expanding their total addressable market. A lot of people would say, though, that it's like worse paced as a game because you can read faster than you listen. And I guess the game that probably ran into that the most was SWTOR. Remember when they decided, hey, what if every single quest, including the ones that don't matter at all, were just full fucking dialogue tree? And that made that game utter hell sludge at the very start.
Yeah. Actually, here we go, right? The quests are the same things over and over. Go here, get X amount of Y, kill X amount of Z. What's the point of reading it? If you read it, you would understand that they aren't the same. There's actually a lot of context in the world behind what you're doing. With the asterisk that World of Warcraft has not always been good. World of Warcraft has definitely had
an important asterisk.
A lot
this
of
discussion.
really, like, people learned not to read quests because some of them were dog shit. But also, I think people are like they wanted the game part more, and that fell by the wayside, and that ultimately veered WoW towards the years of the story's kind of balls because they're just doing stuff. I think. Okay, if I like the gameplay, I'll play the game again and try to find out what is going on. I can save you one simple step. Fucking do it right the first time. It's like, do you like open a movie?
Have you
do you open a movie on fucking like Prime Video or Netflix ever and tap through it 10 seconds at a time and go,
have you
I kind of
ever,
like that, I'll watch it maybe.
Have you ever heard of measure twice, cut once? Because our guys found it out. What you do is you just fully speed run the game, and then we're like, okay, that passes the test. I'll enjoy it properly now.
Fuck me, like, I mean, like, I don't feel that strongly about it realistically.
Go on, you do. You do. You're furious.
I have a very strong preference, and I understand that it's literally. I have a very strong preference, and it comes down to I really like this. Why don't other people like it in the same way I do?
Matt.
Which is most of my problem. It's like I would love to share this with you, but you're inherently different and like things differently.
It's time for us to start a high growth startup, and it's going to be a bring your own key. Bring your own key startup. We're gonna, after you complete every quest, you get an AI generated summary of what the story was.
So
and then text to voices.
Blue Archive has, whenever you skip a story chapter, it shows you a small summary. And I'm like, all you're doing is the same reason as Zakaria points out, we live in a world where full movies get summarized into 2-minute vertical videos. Yeah. I wonder where that started. I wonder why that continues. Obviously, it's like, oh, well, let's do what the market wants. Yeah, what does the market want? To make everyone dumb idiots. To induce ADHD in the entire world. Fantastic. Excellent.
Divide and conquer the mindset of your... I don't know. Continue spooky quote here.
Yeah, so like obviously like I get why people don't want to read quest text. I understand how they've been trained not to, but I also
I'm imagining like you don't want to read quest text. Well, that's the fall of the West.
I mean,
that's what I'm waiting for.
That's the subtext here. Like. Yeah. That's what I'm not saying out loud. Realistically,
we have Matt Lagan standing for the Reform Party, and he wants to bring quest text back.
Well, at least I'm actually a real person, so I wouldn't be allowed to stand for the Reform Party because they only use fake people. Mostly anyway. Yeah, it's awkward. Like, it's awkward, right? I do actually genuinely think that being able to focus and concentrate is one of the most important skills you can have, and you lose that the more you go, I just want to glaze my eyes over and get the bing bing wahoo like sounds from the level up. Yeah. Obviously, if you're skipping stuff to get to gameplay faster, fine. You can do you. In the same way, you can have girl dinner if you want. You can go in the evening and just go, I'm having 20 Totino's pizza rolls for dinner. No one can stop me. That's fine. That's fine, but also is that malnourishing.
Is that what a girl dinner? What is a girl dinner?
I think girl dinner is more like a handful of sweets and like a beer or something. I don't know, but
good heavens, that's scandalous.
Yeah, something like that.
God.
So it's like it's not as simple as I would wish it was. Realistically, I'd love to say, how about you all fucking read the goddamn game that you're paying for? But also, if you don't like it, don't.
But also, I respect our differences of opinion.
Yeah. Pickles and gummy bears. That's girl. Yeah, that's girl dinner.
Oh, no, I could be for that.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you're very familiar with girl dinner. Like
pickled gummy bears.
Pickles and gummy bears.
No, pickled gummy bears.
Oh, then it's not girl dinner. Then it's like something different.
Pickled gummy bears, all surrounded by like sauerkraut and onions. I'm weird. I'm definitely weird. Sometimes I just like take a little swig of vinegar because I want to feel something. That's one of the stranger things I've flipping said online.
Yeah, when I want to feel something, I do very different things, believe it or not.
Some people cut, some people swig vinegar. That is what it is.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I actually really like vinegar. That's the best condiment. In my humble opinion.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I do read the quest text. It depends. Some side quests, there's like this little filter for me that's like, okay, is this a big story side quest with a point, or is this some stuff? So
but some stuff is the point. They didn't put it in the game. No, this is some shit people do.
I can assess.
Let's not think about it.
I can assess.
You're assessing its plot importance. You're not assessing its importance to the text as a whole. Do you read a book and go, oh, we're in a different fucking chapter? Oh, this chapter's not about the main character. Skip that. Oh, this scene in the movie's about a different character. Skip. Fucking hit that 5-second forward button.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's sort of like what Ali Abdal did. You watch all your anime at 4 times speed until you get to the fight scenes.
If someone ever says that to me in real life, I will cause violence. Like
I will choose violence. That's the one way. Reminding Matt of that.
Fuck me.
Of that video. I think he has he's changed his ways, I believe, from the days of how to watch your anime productively. Although I feel like the collector and archivist sort of type has a fairly major crossover with the anime type. So I can imagine someone having the existential problem of how do I consume all of the anime that I need? And they start...
That's the fucking answer. You don't. You either watch it properly or you don't watch it at all. There you go. That's it. So what if I just do things wrong for the sake of it? No. No, do it right. Do it properly, actually correctly, and there you go. if you watch anime and you finish the episode and go, that was it, you're almost doing it wrong. Gotta watch that shit again. Oh, God. Brought to you by Girls Band Cry, anyway.
I've been watching Death Note at 1x speed.
Idiot, the shit's slow as fuck. Watch it at least 1.5. No, that's a joke, please. That's a joke. Yeah, like I
fucking rip Ray Pember, big rip.
You skip filler? No, you don't. No, you don't skip.
Filler.
You don't skip filler.
Okay, I'll tell you that there's one bit. There's definitely one bit. There is a bit, and it is one. Is this? You finish a quest. Maybe you're going from A to B, and you get to B, you finish your quest, and then the NPC just spawns 3 quests on them that are basically one outing. And there are times where it feels like they're the quest has to have an objective, so we do have to have some text that makes this make sense. And there's a lot of times, you arrive with the kobolds in the Rigging Deeps, and you're basically like, okay, I've got to go tear shit up, and maybe you don't need to read the quest text of,
Why was the quest text put in the game? For you to read.
For nerds.
Fucking read it.
For nerds.
Anime was made for being on the second monitor of a video game. Akaria, that is genuinely actually fighting words. It took me, I actually hovered over the ban button there for a second. I swear to God.
I mean, if that would certainly be a problem, because I cannot translate Japanese.
Yeah, everyone immediately needs to go and watch the entirety of Legend of the Galactic Heroes at 0.5x speed. Do that. There we go. Anime fans call character development filler, so don't skip the filler. Yeah, you're spot on. People are what classifies as filler is like this wouldn't fit in the TikTok version of the show.
There's a world where you're an anime YouTuber.
There is a world in that, and it would be a much better world because I would at least teach people to have decent taste, unlike those. I won't say it.
Your channel shall be called Father's Chamber.
Fuck it. Oh my God. Anime YouTubers are the. If I had a button that was all anime YouTubers,
I've kicked them off.
If I had a button that was just all of them go, I would hit that. I would be drumming that fucking button for days, just to make sure it worked. I swear to God. Oh my God. Fuck. Oh, there was some clip of Trash Taste I saw, and I was like, oh God. If I could.
What did they get wrong?
I can't even remember. All I know is I just watched it. I was like, I hope you.
All he remembers was the searing white hot rage that took over his body.
Yeah. Oh my God. Fuck me. Anyway, yes.
Bro's been triggered.